Thank you. Hello everybody, my name is Craig Bennett and I'm the founder and owner of Tech Reviews Nope, and today we are doing another Python tutorial. And in this tutorial we're going to get into splitting and joining. Now if you haven't seen the previous tutorials, then I highly recommend that, and the card will be shown about now towards the top. And if you want to skip ahead, so if you know what splitting and joining is, or this is too basic for you, which it probably could be, then go ahead and check for the card at the top, and that should take you to the next video. Keep in mind these videos come out once or twice a week, so with that in mind, if that card is not up there, then that video might not be out yet. So as far as that goes, looking into this, I already got everything written out to make it a lot quicker. And basically what we're going to be talking about is splitting and joining. Now when we looked at integers, floats, integers or ints, floats, strings, we talked about how you can use those types to make more items of those types. Like you can do a integer and then a string that has just a number in it, and it will give you back the integer itself. An example of this is the very first one. So the string and the integer, and then it just gives you the integer back. And I didn't really cover this over the list, and the reason why is it does not work with lists. And basically you get a type error that the int object isn't iterable, and basically a int only has one thing in it. It's not a collection of things, so it's not iterable. And we can't loop through ints, and we'll talk more about that later, but for right now it's just good to know that it's not iterable. So as far as that goes, we know that the strings that through a string are iterable, and basically we can actually use a list on a string. An example of this is right here where we can do that. The problem with this, and you may want this once in a while, but the problem is, as you can see, it breaks apart each and every letter, which is something we don't want, obviously, with this case. So that is a split. Now we get back a list and just only has the one word, but that's unfortunately how we got it set up. But basically the split breaks up the string. Now, how does it break it up? It breaks it up by what's called white spaces. So this includes the stuff like lines and things of that nature. So if we go ahead and go to the next one, where it is please feel free to subscribe, and we do the split, you can see each space, it splits it up. So that's a big thing to keep in mind, where it uses the white space, so the spaces, to split up each word. And sometimes it's fine, but we obviously don't always want to do this. Now there's multiple ways of doing this. You can tell it to do the colon and tell it, say we need to split up with that, so you can do that also in case you need to do that for some reason. So as far as that goes, next we made a list in item 1, item 2, item 3, and we're going to be using the join to now join the different things together. So as far as here, we get everything item 1, item 2, item 3 in here. And the reason why I got item space whatever is to show you that it includes the actual spaces. Since I used a string with a comma space in it, each item in the list gets a comma and a space afterwards, given I have a space there. In this case, I meant to put one. Unfortunately, I didn't. But anyways, that's also one thing to note is you need to put a space there if you want one. In certain cases, you might not. But anyways, it does it with each one except for the last one. And we can use this with regular strings. An example of it is right here. Now, real quick, you might be saying, okay, this is nice and all, but where's the practicality in this? And one thing you may be running into when you're developing code is you're going to have strings, and then you're going to have list, and what you need to do is sometimes you need to be able to mix the two together. So for example, something like this, like say for example stats, like if you're making a game, you might have stats being like literally the word stats being the string, and then the list being whatever the actual stats are, and you can have the stuff changing. It's very complicated to explain that right now, especially for something this beginner. But basically what you can do is have the list added into here so the user will see the entire thing. Now, as far as this last one is basically saying you cannot use a join on a list with no strings in it. And basically what sequence item error is it is saying that the error is within the first one, and it's expected a string, and it got a int in it. Now, in the next video, I'll be covering a light video in indexing, and look out for that one. But anyways, this has been Craig Bennett, founder and owner of TechViews Nope. And if you like this video, please leave a like, subscribe, and share the video, and I hope you have a great day.